Takeoff Boost uses AI technology to automatically detect and measure area, linear, and count objects, which can potentially save significant time versus manual takeoff work. In this video, we'll learn how to configure and run Takeoff Boost to get accurate results. Before we start using Takeoff Boost, there are several important things you should know. Takeoff Boost requires a Boost license and an active maintenance subscription in addition to your current OST license. It requires a high-speed internet connection. It currently works on floor plans and reflected ceiling plans. Support for additional plan types is ongoing as we continue to develop the tool. It works best on PDF plans, and it won't run on jobs in a locked status. Let's look at how to run Takeoff Boost. Click the Takeoff Boost button at the top of the screen to open the Takeoff Boost window. The first thing you'll see is a reminder to set and verify your scale. If you haven't yet set the scale on the page, press the Cancel button and do that before running Boost, or your results will not be accurate. Next, you'll see checkboxes for all the items Takeoff Boost can identify. The first time you run Takeoff Boost, all the conditions are already selected. Just uncheck any you don't need. There are options for footprint area, net area, ceilings, walls, painting, and counts. Don't worry about the details yet. We'll cover what each condition does in the next video. For now, just keep what you typically measure on your projects. If you miss something, you can always rerun Boost to pick it up later. Takeoff Boost can identify different ceiling types, like acoustical tiles or chipboard on reflected ceiling plans. If the plan uses a symbol to identify the ceiling type, you can select that symbol from the ceilings drop-down list. If there are no symbols, leave no tag selected. Takeoff Boost can identify the walls on floor plans. Select the symbol your drawing uses to identify the walls from the walls drop-down list. This plan uses a letter inside a square to call out each wall type. So let's select square from the list. If the wall types don't matter to you and you only want a single linear measurement, leave no tag selected. The painting option traces both sides of the walls to give you accurate square foot measurements. Finally, we come to the count objects. Just like with the ceilings and walls, if you want Takeoff Boost to identify the different windows on your plans, select the shape used to designate each window type from the Windows drop-down list. This plan uses a letter inside a hexagon to call out each window. If there's no symbol on the plan, or you only want a single count for all the windows, leave no tag selected and Boost uses a generic condition to count all the windows. Now deselect any other count items you don't need, such as doors or plumbing fixtures. OST remembers your selections the next time you run Takeoff Boost, so take a few moments to make your selections now and you won't have to do it the next time unless something changes. When you're all set, press the Run Takeoff Boost button. Boost typically takes about 30 seconds to complete a page of takeoff. However, your internet connection greatly affects this timing. You can run Takeoff Boost on up to 5 pages at the same time, and it runs in the background, so you can work on other things while it processes. If you need to cancel Boost, press the Stop Takeoff Boost button at the top of the screen. Once complete, the takeoff appears on the page assigned to the active bit area. You'll find all the new conditions in a Boost folder in the Conditions panel, and each one assigned to a Boost-specific layer in the Layers panel. In the next video, we'll discuss the different Boost conditions, how to work with them, and how to make changes to increase the accuracy and usability of your results.